Welcome on in, guys. It is Three Bold Takes. Freddie, Chase, and Quinn here. And before you watch this video, if you're thinking about, hey, I'm going to go to a game this weekend, make sure log into SeatGeek real quick. Use our discount code Three Bold Takes. You'll get $20 off your first ticket that you purchase. That is our discount code Three Bold Takes. If you love our channel, use it. If you don't love our channel, still use it. You get $20 off. Who doesn't love that? But we're doing some of our predictions this week, guys. We're still in a tight neck race, and we got another one up on the board. It's going to be a tight neck game as well. We've got Rutgers and Nebraska. If you are a fan of red, this is not the game for you because somebody in red is losing this game on Saturday. Nebraska comes in as a 7-point favorite in the game. We're in Cornhusker land, of course, at 3 p.m. Guys, talk about a nasty kick. 3 p.m. Ooh, the over-under is 43.5. Freddie, I'm gonna take it to you first. You got little Mahomes over there hosting Rutgers. What do you think about this game?
Listen, Rutgers is coming off a great win last week. One, Chase, I know you got extremely excited for because you are, a Scarlet Knight fan this
I
year.
am through.
But you're also a Nebraska fan this year, so this is going to be difficult for you.
Yeah.
Me personally here, I like Nebraska to win this game. I don't think they cover the 7 points though. I just think that Nebraska has probably been a little bit more battle tested per se. I know they have the one loss, but I just I don't know. I really like what Matt Rule is doing, not only like coaching wise, but I love what he's doing outside of coaching and talking to the media, right? Like he is for the players. He has the players back and he's not afraid to let you know it. And I think a team can really rally behind somebody like that moving forward. I think that loss that they had will help them as well. You need to face a little adversity, especially if you start off hot and you start hearing a little bit of buzz around you. You need to be brought back down to earth, and I think that was the game to do it. So give me Nebraska to win this game at home. Again, they don't cover the 7 points, and the over/under is tricky here. If I had to choose, I would probably say the under. But yeah,
What's the line on that over under?
43 and a
43.5.
half.
Yeah, definitely hit the under on the 43 and a half. And I'll go ahead and tell you right now, take the Rutgers Scarlet Knights in the game. All right, look, Nebraska, I've already seen it. I've seen Nebraska line up with Illinois, get bullied around. Now they're going to play a team that's even a better team at bullying you around than Illinois is in Rutgers. Look, I told y'all before, like 2 weeks ago, when we got done, I got on here. I predicted Nebraska to beat Illinois. And then I got back on here the very next Monday and hated myself for it because I told you before the season Nebraska was not going to hold up against teams that would push them around in the trenches. Then I went ahead and picked them over Illinois anyway, and it bit me in the butt. They took care of Purdue. Congratulations. Purdue's trash. They're the worst team in the Big Ten this year. All right, so that don't mean nothing. Now they've got Rutgers, and I'm pretty sure Indiana the very next week, both of which are undefeated. I'm high on Rutgers. If you look at Rutgers' schedule, right, as far as what does this game mean for Rutgers, they have this game, they have the Wisconsin game, and they have the USC game. All right. If they can pull off, and I think they got Illinois at the very end of the year, there is a really good chance for Rutgers to make a Big Ten title game push in 2024. Not because they're one of the two best teams in the Big Ten. Don't think that for a second. But it's because the best team they play is USC. Like that's their toughest game on the year. And I think it starts this Saturday when they go into Lincoln and they expose Matt Rule in Nebraska and Dylan Raiola once again as frauds because that's what they are. Nebraska is a fraud. They are young. They are not ready for the limelight yet. If you want to talk to me about Nebraska 2025, I'm willing to come to the table and talk about Nebraska 2025. But Nebraska 2024, it ain't here. Keep sitting in your cornfield and dreaming because it ain't coming in 2024. Give me the Rutgers Scarlet Knights by 10 points over the Nebraska Cornhuskers on the road.
By
Yeah,
10?
there's a lot of
By 10.
There's a lot on Quinn's chest right there. I can't lie to you. A lot just jumped off. And this is one of the toughest games we're gonna have to pick. And honestly, if you're watching college football this weekend, this is the best game that's going to be on television by far and away, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a hard fought battle. I think it's going to be really good, both on both sides of the ball. It's not going to be like a sloppy, oh, these are two bad teams. This is going to be a hard fought game all the way through. And I watched the Washington Rutgers game the other night, actually. And what Rutgers likes to do, if you don't know much about the Scarlet Knights, if you don't know much about Rutgers, watch them over the past 2 seasons. What they like to do is they like to get in front and they like to play keep away. They like to play methodical football. They like to play where, hey, you're not going to get this ball back. We're going to score here. We're going to put up 2-3 touchdowns this game, and then we're just going to hold on to the ball. We're going to pound the ball at you. We're going to play tough defense. Kind of think Iowa, just a tad more offense and a worse brand. I think that's the biggest thing when you look at Rutgers. And Rutgers over the past few years has been a laughing stock, but Greg Schiano had this team becoming something worth looking at, I guess you could say. Nebraska, I don't want to say Colorado-esque, but they're a little flashy right now. Dylan Raiola is kind of in the limelight a lot. I think he's a standout quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I definitely think as well, like I've mentioned in the past, Nebraska was a piece away from being a really good team. And that's what Dylan Raiola is. They didn't have a quarterback last year. They fixed that hole. They plugged it. They messed up in the Illinois game because he's a young quarterback. He's 18. He's a true freshman. But he's still the quarterback that they need. And they're going to be really, really good this year. Don't get me wrong. I think they're going to give Ohio State a test later on in the season. And man, this one's tough because the Washington game, when I watched that one from Rutgers, they were up 21-10 with less than 3 minutes left in the game. Will Rogers, Washington, goes down, scores, and hits the 2-point conversion, makes it 21-18. And then I believe they also got the onside kick and nearly gave the game away before Washington shanked the field goal, if I'm not mistaken. So all that to say, Rutgers nearly gave it away. But Purdue is a really bad team. Like, they are really bad.
And would you
And
say
I think
Nebraska impressed against Purdue? Because I wouldn't.
I wasn't either. And I think the Illinois game, Dylan Raiola showed a lot of great things, but then also showed his age in a lot of things. And I'm going to go Rutgers here. I'm going to take the Scarlet Knights in this game. As much as I love Nebraska, as much as I love Dylan Raiola, as much as I love Matt Rule, I think Rutgers and the Scarlet Knights are going to put up 2 touchdowns. It's going to get up 14-3, 14-6. And they're just going to play very tough defense and keep away from Dylan Raiola and force him into some mistakes on the offensive side of the ball. So I'm going to go Rutgers here for this one as well. I'm going to side with Quinn. I'm kind of surprised at myself as well, guys. I came into this one not knowing who I wanted, but I'm going to go with the Scarlet Knights because, hey, they've been building as well. If you haven't been paying attention to the Scarlet Knights, this is the weekend to do so. So make sure to tune in to the Rutgers-Nebraska game at 3 p.m. on Saturday. For 3 bold takes, guys, that's going to be all. Freddie, Quinn, and Chase, we just picked the Rutgers-Nebraska game. Make sure to watch. And, guys, if you want to go to a game this weekend, make sure to use SeatGeek. 3 bold takes is our discount code, $20 off your first purchase. For 3 bold takes, we're out.